Hello, and welcome to President Pat's podcast at North Shore Community College. I'm Dr. Pat Gentili, proud president of North Shore Community College in Massachusetts. Today's podcast is going to feature the college's honors program. And I'm always so impressed by the bright, motivated students who come to North Shore Community College with big dreams and high aspirations and who get involved with this program. They excel at a very rigorous program of studies and are also very involved as student leaders. Some people might be surprised to learn that a community college has an honors program. Yet, our student body are full of star students like you're going to meet today with a 4.0 GPA, grade point average, which is basically a straight A student, who transfer to prestigious four-year schools with ambitious dreams of becoming doctors, scientists, engineers, and more. So bravo to them for making an excellent and affordable choice to begin their higher education journey. My guests today include Professor Tiffany Magnolia, Honors Program Coordinator, and one of her star students, Nirwendjie Altidor, who is also president of the Student Government Association and a member of Phi Theta Kappa, which is the Community College Honor Society, and Sigma Alpha Pi, the college's student leadership program. Welcome to both of you. Tiffany, for those who may not be familiar with North Shore Community College's honors program, could you just give us an overview? How long have we had the program? How does a student participate? What does it mean to be an active member of the honors program?
Thank you, Pat. Well, our honors program actually goes back quite a long way till the days that we existed mostly in Beverly. That's for people who came through the college in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It predates even our Lynn campus. However, in 2016, we revamped the program to do a couple of things. The first was to allow students who were high school students to apply to the program so that they could begin their journey at North Shore as an honors student. And we also expanded the criteria for getting in so that students could use multiple measures like their high school GPA, their SAT or ACT scores, their North Shore GPA, their AccuArray Right Placer scores. So the idea was that we did all of these things to help a wide variety of students show us their academic potential. And in doing this, we have wonderful students like Elle, who is sitting here with us today, but we also have students who might come to us through the non-traditional route. And this means that you might not have been a great high school student, but you found your stride in college and you want to make the most of it. Or you might have been a high school student 20 years ago, and now you get it. You really want to hit the ground running. So our program allows for any kind of exceptional student to both apply and flourish in our honors program. The thing that students do to complete the honors program is that they're required to have a 3.2 GPA. Now, I know you talked about the 4.0s. We certainly have a number of those, but a 3.2 is sort of like a B++ or an A- type of average. So the students have to have that GPA, and they have to complete 9 credits of honors work in order to be part of the program. And our students, they transfer all over. We are part of the Commonwealth Honors, which means you can go to any UMass or state university and stay an honors student. You bring your honors credits with you. But you can also, if you're this kind of student, transfer to an Ivy League school. You can also transfer to a public college in another part of the country. Sometimes your honors status goes with you, but most of the time it just helps you. It gives you an edge.
Well, that is really very interesting. First of all, I didn't know it went all the way back to Beverly.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been around a long time, and I'm sure it's helped a lot of very bright students really understand what academic rigor is all about and to go on to successful transfer, successful careers as a result. I'm really glad, Professor Magnolia, that you are taking a revision to this and opening the doors wider, looking at multiple measures to allow our students to have the opportunity of being involved in the program. What other benefits from this program does it offer our students?
The honors program kind of does two things. One, it provides academic rigor to help students who might need that edge. And I think that's why you listed the doctors, the scientists, the engineers. But it also provides a one-on-one relationship with faculty that students don't get. So we have a student right now whose goal is to be a librarian, and she's going to probably be an English major at Salem State University, which is an extremely specific path to a career. But it's also an opportunity while she is an undergraduate to get enrichment and faculty time that she wouldn't otherwise get. I like to call it free school. Other options that students have as part of the honors program are what we call soft skills. We have an honors program showcase, which requires students to be able to do an elevator pitch version of a very long and complicated project that I'm sure Elle will go into some detail later on about. We have some opportunities for students to engage with other honor students across the state in museum trips. We also took a trip to Washington, D.C. with some of our honor students and some of Salem State's honor students. And really those networking opportunities are the soft skills.
Wow, that's really interesting. So let's hear from our student guest. Welcome to the podcast. I know your proper name is Nirwendjie, but everybody here knows you as Elle, so I'm going to call you Elle. Elle, can you share with our listeners how you found out about the honors program and what you've learned from it?
Sure, President Gentili. I am more than delighted to be here to share my honors program experience with you. I learned about the honors program through a former honors student who has inspired me to join. I wanted to challenge myself academically and get more out of my college experience. I knew that I would be encouraged to go beyond my limits and be a role model to my peers. So the moment I learned that I've met the list of criteria pertaining to joining the honors program, I did nothing else but applied.
Well, clearly you are a role model for many of our students. What's been the thing that you've liked the best about your participation in the honors program?
Well, it's hard to pick one best thing when all of my experience with the honors program have been phenomenal. However, if I were to choose, it would be the different kind of learning I was exposed to that prepares me better for the outside world. I was able to develop a closer relationship with the faculty and staff on campus, which helped me build a support network around me and excel academically.
So I know that you participated in the honors program showcase. I came to your area and you did a fabulous job talking about your project. Do you want to tell listeners a little bit about what you did in the honors showcase?
Sure. So all selected projects or topics were incorporated in previously completed honors courses. My project focused on the agenesis of the corpus callosum, which is the malformation of the largest bundle of fibers connecting the two hemispheres of the brain. Now, this malfunction or underdevelopment of that structure in the brain causes or leads to many behavioral and developmental problems. Now, as an aspired physician scientist, I figured it would be beneficial to start learning materials related to my field of study. And hopefully one day I can be in one of those leading neurobiological research teams.
Your plan is to be a neurobiologist surgeon? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
So one of the things that we are able to do in the honors program is that we know our students who are interested in medical school have a range of soft skills that they will need to show in order to get into medical school. And we have heard that the interview and the depth and passion of their knowledge is one of these key features. So things like the honors program showcase is North Shore's way of starting students on that path.
Well, this student here, Elle, you're certainly on the path to success. We're very proud of you, as we are proud of all of our honor students. The showcase itself, now I've gone to a couple, is always truly interesting. Topics that you don't see at other science fairs are being investigated by our students, really preparing them, as you say, Professor Magnolia, for what they're going to be doing at their four-year and hopefully at their graduate level of learning. So if someone's listening to this and really wants to become involved with the honors program, how do they do that, Tiffany?
The first thing I want to say is all programs of study, all majors are welcome to join the honors program. If you're a business student and you're listening to this talk of science, do not be discouraged. You too can be part of the honors program. All a student needs to do is to visit www.northshore.edu/honors. They will find information about the program, they will find my contact information, and they will also find the form which allows them to apply to the program. And from there, they can just poke around, see if any of the schools they're interested in transferring to, we've sent students, but just to know that really what makes our honors program special is the relationship they develop with me. And you can't get that from a website. You have to contact me directly, and all of my information is on the website.
Well, let me reiterate that. I think that anybody who wants to become an honors student and become involved in the honors program would be delighted to know you, Professor Magnolia. Thank you very much for coming here and talking about it. And Al, keep up this tremendous work. We know that you're going to be one of our star alumni in the future. This is Dr. Pat Gentile, president of North Shore Community College. I hope you've learned something new. If you're enjoying this podcast, I invite you to subscribe on iTunes or Google Play, and be sure to leave a review or a suggestion of what you'd like to know more about at North Shore Community College for future episodes. Until next time, ciao.